Hello everyone, and today we'll be completing this Microsoft Excel task. This document will be available in the description. We have 16 different sheets, and each of them contains a few different tasks. So let's start with the first sheet. Here we can see task 1.1. It's how many rows are there in each worksheet. To check this, we can use a combination of our keyboard buttons. It's Control, Shift, and arrow down, and we can see this number. It's 1,048,576. So let's write it down there, and then we'll use Control plus X to copy it, and then we'll paste it here. Now let's center the text in this column and make it wider, because some of our answers will be long. What is the name of the last spreadsheet column? To do this, we have to do the same actions. Control Shift but arrow right. It's XFD. The next task is what is the address of the cell containing this question. This text is placed in this cell, not there. Those cells are clear, but because of this text is so long, we can see that this text is here. So it's B7. And what is its name? It has custom name. Question. So its name is question. Hide grid lines between cells in this worksheet. I won't do it, but to do it we have to remove the sticky there, but I will not do it because it will be bad for me to find some cells. Browse the other worksheets in this document. So these are the worksheets, and find the spreadsheet with the most number of tasks. We have to do it with just looking in each sheet and just finding the right worksheet. Verify that the last worksheet of the workbook is really blank and then delete it. So here is this worksheet, and we can place text there. It has a background, but that is added, and yeah, this is a command worksheet. To delete it, we have to click right mouse button, delete, and confirm it. Then move the first worksheet to the end of this workbook and change its name to content. Let's choose this worksheet. To move to the center, we can use function move copy and move to end. Okay, and then to rename it to the content, place right mouse button, click right mouse button again, choose rename, and write down content. Then create a copy of worksheet number 3, rename it 33, and place it after worksheet 3. Again move a copy, mark this tick, create a copy after worksheet number 3, and then let's rename it to 33. Insert a new worksheet, name it Introduction, at the beginning of the workbook. Light the tab of the inserted sheet with the selected color. To create it, use this plus button. Let's rename it, so it will be called Introduction. We'll place it at the beginning, and to add a color we will use the tab color function. For example, it will be purple. Select all the worksheets except 33 and copy them to a new workbook. Save the new workbook to the disk with named Excel fundamentals. So to select them, we can use right mouse button plus Shift, and then we can copy them using Ctrl plus C. Let's create a new worksheet, and we'll give it a random name, so we don't waste much time. And let's insert these worksheets there. So we will use and select all the worksheets except 33 and copy them to a new workbook. To select them, we will use Shift plus left mouse button like this. And but I want to create new worksheet so we don't waste time. And next, to hide a worksheet, you can use hide, and so we will hide this worksheet there. And then we press and hide, select all the worksheets that we want to unhide, and they will appear there. So let's unhide some of them. Next, step by step, select the following ranges of cells. Fill each section with a different color. So B6 to B11 is this section. Let's make it red. And B1, G1. This section, entire row 12. It's made by pressing the 12 number. Column K is pressing this. C7, C9, and C11. So using holding left control, it's C7, C9, and C11, and we can fill them. Another color, and ranges H7 to H11 and J7 to J11, which H7 to H11. And J7 to J11. On the following table 5 columns right, its top left column will be L16. So using Ctrl plus X and pasting this right there. Create a copy of the following table and place it top left corner in the cell H26. Copying this using Ctrl plus C and Ctrl plus P to paste. Clear the text of this task. We will choose this cell and then press delete on our keyboard. Remove the entire row of the previous task, selecting the row and deleting it. Clear the contents of the original table in the task 2.3. We can select this the cells and press delete. Insert rows above this one and write down a new text for your friend in the first of them. To insert the row, we press this button insert, and here are the two rows. Copy the table from task 2.2 to worksheet 3 to 8 and place the copies to the right and down cell X3. Change the background color of the copied tables to blue. I want to move it, but to change the background color, we just choose the table, and using this function we can change the color. And let's unhide the worksheet number 3. Enter data about yourself in prepared form and set the format as described in cell comments. Send your second name with bold style or red color. So for example, we have some name and we choose our last name and we make it bold and red, for example. Date of birth. Here we have to verify and modify if necessary the date format in your Windows system. And yes, it's correct there. Full address. We have to enter the student house number in the first line, the zip code and the city name in the second one. So I will not do it because we don't need it and there is nothing special. Your height, and then we have to create and set custom number format for this cell, which will show your weight in kilograms. Sample 60 kilograms. So we put here 60, and then we go to format, more number formats, custom, and so it has to show on the kilograms text. So we can place it here and add it, and we will add a space, and let's also change the 0 to a few hashtags. We can try another format, for example this, and then kilograms. Let's do it without space, and now it works. Ensure that a negative value cannot be entered in to cell E11. So if we do it, we will see that it is possible. So we have to make it impossible to write a negative value. We can do it using data, then data validations. Let's make it a whole number that will be greater than for example greater than 0, and now it's impossible, but we can still type here positive numbers. In cell G16 create a drop down list with the two values true and false. Let's choose data validations. Let's choose for example list, true and false, and it works. Let the column width of E to 5, so we can do it here. What will this operation do with some values? If those values are too large to be in the cells, they will become hashtags. So they will indicate an error here. Clear the false parts of the following statement. With Microsoft Excel application, I do not have a good experience. To clear something, we have to select and delete some of the text here. Add a new item with a hyperlink to the name of the second topic of this sheet. I will show you how to make a hyperlink. So for example, we have some simple text, and to make it a hyperlink, we have to first press this link button, and then for example place in this document, and this will allow us to go to worksheet number 1. So the same value to all 3 shaded cells. With 2 decimal places, in fraction, and without decimals. So it is without decimals. Then this has two decimals, and this has a comma there, for example a percent there. So let's make it the same. On worksheet number 4 we can see table 1 on the right. According to the example, make all adjustments without copying the format. So we have to make the table 1 look the same as this table looks. So first let's combine all those cells and move the text to the center. And then let's make this one cell. Let's turn this text and make it vertical. And we can also choose wrap text, so it will be wrapped to words. We can also add borders there, and we can make this cell wider, and to add some borders we will use this border category. We'll choose this border, and this that's it. Same with those cells. First we'll center them, and then let's make a border there, and then we'll make a custom border in those two cells. So to make it, we will use another type of border, and this is how it will look. Okay, and here we have to convert it to percentages, and that's it. Then change the appearance of the table list of employees on the right in the following ways. Delete the third column residence, keeping the table continuous. So let's delete this column. Set the width of respective columns to make all table data visible. So we have to double click there, and this now works. Wrap text in the head of table within the cells into two lines, so that the right parts of text is displayed in the second lines. Reset the column width to fit the modified data. So to make it into rows, we can do Shift plus Alt plus Enter. Then we'll make this text red. Then set the vertical text alignment in the head of the table to top. It can be done there. And center the headings of last three table columns horizontally. To use this center button. Center the dates of birth horizontally, and display days and months in 2 digits. Here they are. We have to center them, and this will be a short date format. Line wedges in last 2 columns to the right and display them in a currency format. So we select them, press right, and to make them look like a currency, we will set a special format, and we will remove additional digits. Apply a suitable background color to the cells containing column headers. It can be light blue. The table head and list of employees are shown in bold and center across the whole table. So we select those cells and we merge them, and we center this text there. And the border around at the outside edge of the table using a double blue line. So we select it, and here we use a double line. We will make it blue, and we'll make it an outside line. And we can also add, we also should add a dotted red line as a border to the inside grid of table. So we select it again, and we add this border here. What style are header cells in table to format it with? This is the style. It is saved by authors of this document. Modify the style to include the yellow background and the font Arial in a red color for contents of these cells. So it has to use font Arial. So here we can see that we can format it. We have to use yellow background without any pattern, and the font should be Arial. We can format those headers to look the same. And that's it. Format the following table with any predefined table style. Highlight the total row in the table. So we can highlight it using any style we want. For example, let's choose the accent 4 style, and to highlight our headers we can use, for example, the title style. So on the sheet number 5, we can delete cells or clear their attributes. So first, delete the cell, shifting adjustment cells from right to left. So to delete the cell, we can put this and shift cells left. Clear the cell formats. So to clear those formats, we can do it using first removing the background, and or just pressing this button in context menu. This will clear our content, and to clear the formats we have to remove border and fill in, and then we have to clear the cell contents. We can press delete. To clear the comment we have to press delete comment, and to clear contents, formats and comment we delete content, comment, content, and we delete all the formats. Create 5 special copies of the given table based on the specific cell attributes in them. Paste only cell formatting. So we copy it, and only the cell formatting. Here we can see a few abilities. You can see that they are do different things, and paste only the cell formatting. So we can choose one of those abilities, for example this, and this works, and paste only the cell contents. It's this button. Place only the cell values as displayed in the cells. That's the same button. Place all cell content and formatting except borders. So we can make it borderless, and then paste only the widths of columns to columns F, G, and H. So for example, we can select the cells and we'll choose this. Copy the comment in the upper left cell of the previous table to the cell in the lower right corner of the table in task 5.4. So here the comment is. We can copy it, and then we can edit a comment. To do this, we can choose insert comment, and here we paste it. Apply the number format of the first area code, district BB. To display the area codes of other districts, create a copy of the table in which the rows will be transposed to the columns and vice versa. So we have to use a number format for the first area code. So here it has to be a number. And so we have to make the everything look as the task says. So we have to copy it first, and we can choose, for example, to transpose, and this will change everything. And then insert a new column, unit price between the last two columns of table 2. So we can choose insert, rather unit price. Copy unit prices, and so we have to copy them and paste there. So to do it, we can choose transpose, and we can also choose only values. Or for example, we can transpose it and choose only formulas. So we have to make it number, or we can make it a price. And then calculate the total sale revenue for each day. So we have to multiply this to this. Copy data from table A to table B, subtracting them from data in the destination cells. So subtraction means we copy that, and we choose paste special. Let's choose subtract, and copy data from C to D, certain that any later change of copied data in table C will cause an automatic change in table G. So we can write the formula, and then continue it, and when we change anything, this will also change because this takes the data from table C. Monthly wages of the employee of a virtual company are indicated in the following table 3. The company owner has decided to increase their wages by €70 since next month. Calculate the increased wages in 2 days. Using the copy and paste special operations in column D, using appropriate formulas in column E. So we have to do copy and paste operations on the new column. So everything will increase by €70. So we will choose special paste, and we can also paste there 70. And then we will copy this and select special paste and add. And using formulas, this plus 7, and we'll get the same results. The company owner has decided to increase their wages by 15%. So first, we select it and we choose a special paste there, and we can also do 1.15 there, and this will be a number. And we can choose general. Let's make it number again. We have to use commas, and we copy that, paste it and multiply, and then we will also multiply this by 1.15, so we add 15% straight, and the results are the same. Then calculate which of the wage increases options considered in the previous tasks will be more convenient for the owner of the company. This increasing will be higher, will be a less height than increase of here. But let's check it. So we use sum, and let's check. And as we can see, the results are similar, but it's better to use the first variant of increasing the wage, because the owner will have to pay $1 less. Change prices in SK to euro in one step. Change the values display with euro symbols and with one decimal price. So 1 euro is this amount of SKK. So we can change them. We can use multiplying them or dividing them to 30,000 and 1260. So here we can see it, and that's it. So thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.